AlexCloud2275 stream. Hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good. Ready and raring to bring you another fantastic episode of Final Fantasy XVI for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. Having a lot of fun playing this game, and I hope you're having fun watching it in whatever format you're watching it in. So, I did do a reroll of my abilities, as I remember from last time, so I don't need to roll them again. And I rolled a 5, so we are Bahamut. With Rahmu and Ifrit. We're just gonna jump in and see what's happening in Canna. Or Canver. Gilded Path Obelisk activate.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Dun. Clive and the Gilded Path. Huh? Are those more side quests? Alright, we're gonna have to do that after. Alright, let's go. The free cities of Canberra, from humble beginnings, did a handful of villagers join to form a staunch alliance that now controls much of the realm's mercantile trade.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. I was starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, A few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Evenfall. Evenfall. Reunited with his companions, Clive learns the peril that the Free Cities faced. Enlisting the help of Jill and his brother, they set out onto the sprawling metropolis to locate and rescue survivors. Make for the Merchants District.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing Waluda armor.
Oh, I can move it a set amount of times as well. Ah, that I didn't know.
Get surrounded. What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Just taking a look around for boxes of goodies. There we go, a box of goodies. Precisely what I was looking for.
Too slow. Over here! All yours, Torgal.
Woohoo! Yeah, 325 is the number that we're looking for.
big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Don't go inside. Foreshadowing has just told us what happens here.
What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
Whew.
As long as you don't hold back.
That's not good. Yeah, that's about right.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Too slow.
Is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Give me more! More! More!
That's better.
This one! Enjoying yourself? Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Attack! Sickle!
Soul Nipper Saline. Cool. Snagwin insignia. After taking up the mantle of Lord Commander of the Knights of the Royal Reladian Army upon Sophotis Telamor's ultimate untimely resignation, Stalnipper Harden served King Barnabas for the better part of a decade. Intriguingly, however, there are no records of a house harbour ever existing in either Valdemake or on the southern continent, begging the question, whence did he hail?
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
What I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Clive! Return to the hideaway. A song of hope.
All right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
No crafting at the Black Hammer? No missives in Clive's chambers? There we go.
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down?
Rune blade.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
If that's what it is now, then it upgraded with
You'll not
much
find
better.
a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So what do I owe the honour? I'm saying for you,
Use
dear.
the forge. No, we don't want it. We want to reinforce.
Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
No.
And?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've toned...
Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
On our own terms. Eye for an eye. I regret that both you and the lamp had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester, and with that finally done, I might be able to sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see that you've done good. Sharon. And Lord Marquise, in your absence I shall watch over my new charges, afford them every protection I am able to. I only ask that you do the same for His Grace. Jote.
Is there out you need?
Ask about Sharon.
There's no one like our Nan.
She can be a bit grumpy, but deep down she's got a heart of gold. My mum and dad worked me like a dog and still called me witless, worthless, waste of space. Said it so much I started believing them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me and she didn't like that one bit. Pulled a big fat purse of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if you lot can't see it, you hand him over to someone who can. All that shiner and glitter and gil, and Nan said I was worth more. I'd never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan then and there, and I'll gladly stay with her till my dying day.
You take care now.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less for us than the iron he hammers?
Blackthorn can seem a little dark at times, yes, but under all that soot is a heart of gold.
If the plants here in our garden cannot draw enough nourishment from the sun, we must provide it to them through alternative means. Via the soil, perhaps.
A trader from across the sea once told me that on the continent they play music for their crops. Would you like that, Martel?
Zed,
Heard you were in Canver fetching young Mid.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Midadol?
You can start by paying attention during your lessons.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
You saw that work of devilry on the deck, didn't you? The second fall of man is nigh.
Will we ever see the sky again?
Have you noticed there are more ether floods these days? Some say the skies are to blame, but then there were ether floods before all this, weren't there? Makes you wonder.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then
everyone in Port Isolde's in danger.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest, before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask Bard.
It says here that once turned, an Akashic is forever lost.
Who'll see to my boils if Tyre ain't around, eh?
The Dread Comet, the Sickle and Dalmeca. Level 8. The hunters of Tarbor speak of a wild chocobo that haunts not only nearby the Badlands, but also their dreams, for it exhibits a ferocity rarely seen in the species, and has ripped more than dozens of their comrades from the gizzards to groin and feasted on their flesh. The bird is far past taming. It must be put down.
How are you doing? Here you go.
For great justice in Lostwing, rekindle the flame, Martha, and then trading places, Eloise and Buckland.
Think you can help? How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
How indeed. My men and I lost an entire day avoiding a flood that wasn't there a fortnight ago.
Will you be heading back to Canberra soon? You let us know if you need an escort.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story. You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Like father, like daughter.
What will it be today?
What is it that you wish to learn?
In Canberra, Clive goes into Argoa in search of survivors, but meets only Sepharhadon, the Lord Commander of the Waelodian armies, followed by his liege, King Barnabas, an encounter which left him gravely wounded, and Jill taken prisoner. The banner of the three cities falls to the merciless march of the well-lead Akashic army. Unlike the other hordes of Akashic that plagued the realm, these are particularly strong. And this particular throng appears to obey the orders of King Barnabas and his servant Zephaniah to devastating effect to the people of Canberra.
I have the details here.
I'd be dead if it weren't for you. Thank the founder, he's safe. You'll always have a home in the hideaway. Guard the Enterprise, we have need of her. A master could not hope for a finer hound. I will save you. Knew he'd be alright. He bested me and he wasn't even primed. Another servant of Ultima? The ancient worshipped him as a god. Still asleep. But he's not asleep. He's not even
Thus
there anymore.
ends today's lesson.
I mean, I suppose I could see the other people's mind stuff.
Clive.
Just a little time conscious.
Allow me to educate you.
It's all I can do to heal his wounds. Could have taken Clive's life. I sensed something strange about him. His power grows stronger each passing day. My beloved uncle, how you liking the new home? I pray you continue with your investigation. A spirited soul indeed. Seems the most reliable fellow. She risked her life to save ours. Take care of my brother. Cannot hope to match him. He was no match for Clive. I must protect them no matter what the cost. The poor man, what is he? Escape, I beg you. You needn't hide your pain. Be safe. I hope she's alright. Get to safety and look after Clive for me.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Yeah, that's the core one done. Alright. Let's have a quick search of Mid's dungeon. And then we'll see what there is.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
then everyone in Port Isolde is in debt.
Inspect the volumes.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mid at all. I know you like your riddle, so I reckon you appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, so when choosing its place to rest, I recall your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps in the first. Going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck. Sid.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know. Well, did you find anything? Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was? Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another. The equestrian's in the Tub and Crown, where it's always been.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
A shadow looming in his path, his life hung by a thread.
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives Chance's stew its, depth. And that's what makes it superior to any old lizard livers.
Oh, please. Have you even tried the fried mortress? Taste, smell, texture. It beats your beloved stew hands down on every count. Now that's a masterpiece.
Who's that?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Woohoo! Quest complete.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
You do, but you now have a list of 50,000 different side quests to do as well. Which we will get into in the next stream, which will happen later this evening, or if you're watching on the YouTube every Tuesday. Thanks very much for watching. Do any likes, follows, comments, and subscribes that you may wish or want to do.